You are live. I'm not late, JB. I'm only getting set up here. Hi, JB. Hi, Lars. Lars was first, though. What's going on, fellers? I changed shifts at work, so I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to go live. So here I am. Well, it's backwards on YouTube. How about that? Where's the comments? I'm just testing. I wanted to go. Okay, I got you. I know what I need to do. Where's the comments? Hey, there's Rabbit Transit. Hey, Jay. Hey, Mark. What's that up, assholeo? We're farting around as usual. Yeah, I actually took a nap, so I thought, I'm going to be up for a while. I might as well go live. I don't know who does the live on Thursday night. I didn't even look. All right, what do we want to do here? We want to. Things have changed around here. Present or invite? Oh, that's invite guests. Share screen. No. Leave studio. Do. And I forget how to pin the message. Or. Oh, right here. Invite a guest. Let's see what that. Oh, yeah, here it is. Copy. There we go. Copy. I'm picking it up. It's been a while. Paste. Boom. Boom. I wonder who is he calling assholeo? Working picking up my son from football. Perfect timing. Oh, cool. He's just sitting in front of the crew that's scared of the trash. I was trying to be a nice guy, JB. I didn't want to make a mess out of the track. It was overheating. And I had my upper radiator hose is probably from 1970, so that thing was growing pretty big. And I'm like, well, and then I got pissed at myself because I forgot to bring my steel fan with me. And I wanted to bring it just in case I was going to run hot, and I didn't. So what's that? Bladed on a hose. Oh, blame it on a hose. Yeah, right. He won a couple of awards now, and he's getting a little cocky. JB, I will make you an S10 eater sign and send it to you, or license plate. I was so cool seeing this. Making passes. Yeah, I only made 4, but hey, one would have been good enough. I was just happy that it worked. It stopped. The transmission worked beautiful, I thought. Now I can move on. That's the first time it's been on a racetrack for, and who knows how long. I mean, I had it for, I guess, over 2 years, and it was sitting in that garage. I bet you at least 5 to 7, or maybe more. I don't know. I thought it ran pretty darn good. Yeah, it did. My fastest time was an 8:57, 80 mile an hour. Before he brings the heat, yeah. Yes, the CRUDA has come a long way. I agree with you there, Lars. Yep. Okay, I want to take this and I want to pin it to the top. Just in case somebody wants to jump in here. Pin message. All right. Yeah, ever since the goggles. That's what Unfinished Project thought when I had the windshield out, he thought I was going to run down the road with goggles on. Then Lars found a set of goggles and made it short. And then his channel blew up after he made fun of me. Ain't that right, Lars? Oh, wow. And I brought mine with me too, and I didn't put them on. See, Rich isn't messing around. I didn't make no videos with Rich either. I made major improvements on the Cruda. I tagged it. Oh, you stickered it. Yeah, and you put it on crooked too. You must have been drunk. I'm going to leave it that way too. Because years down the road, that fender will be all sanded down. All them stickers will have to come off. Rich is strictly business. Yeah, strictly business. Junkyard D. What's up? How about that lad coming rolling all the way down there, getting his car running and running down the track? That was pretty cool. I knew you were going to work on the fender. I got a lot of work. Ain't no hurry. Make my Barracuda go straight. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Jay. I didn't get to make much rounds, but my buddy was with me, and I didn't want to leave him stranded there by himself. I mean, everybody else was welcoming him there and stuff, but he had a good time. Now, never got the line up next to the buck though. No, I was overheating JYD, and I don't know. I just didn't want to make a mess on the track. I know it's only water, but still. Ever since I told that lady at Kroger to watch out for Buck Does It when I was getting peaches, it's been all up from there. Yes. JYD says, "Hey, Rabbit." Oh, listen to this. Hey, JYD, you can't line up with Buck. He's got a bad hose. But I'm ready. I'm ready, JB. Brand new. Yeah. I wish I would have done that before. Now I wouldn't have to put up with these comments. It was an absolute blast as usual. Yeah, you guys had a lot of action over in your area there. With Dead Dodge Garage with his transmission. Peaches for free. Yeah, I'm still debating on whether to take this to the racetrack on Sunday. JYD, DDG, and myself. It was pretty busy. Yes. Friday night before burnouts. I went down to the burnout thing and I was getting eaten alive, right? I walked all the way back to get some off spray and I never went back. He got lazy. But I did see all the videos though. They looked pretty cool. There's Jason's garage, and he beat the trash truck with that minivan. I can't believe that. We're have to, you know what? Maybe I should send that sign to Jason, the S10 eater. I'm just disappointed Mater didn't show up at Challenge Buck to a breakfast cook-off. I didn't realize bringing an unfinished car would be bringing up a toy box to the party. Yeah, how about it, huh? Bullshit, he says. Hey, Jason, who won that race? You won, didn't you? Good evening, all you good folks. Just hit it. Just a hit and run. No, he's doing a drive-by. I'm actually going to make an effort to get test passes in before next year. Oh, wait. I'd say that every year. Yeah. Hey, hello, Mr. Wilburn. Cardboard Rich for the win. JB beat me on a hole shot. Oh, really? Yeah, from where I was looking, it looked like Jason beat him. Cardboard Rich for the win. At least I had mine together when we got there. Yeah, JYD. He had his together. Jason did good with what he brought. And he didn't have to. And he didn't have to take 2 plug wires off. Hello, peoples. There's the Dawn. I didn't break mine. That's a win right there. Racer. It's Racer. Just don't falsify the wins. Deegan, KLX. Hello, Deegan. Degenerate. Degenerate. I think me and 38 made the mistake of passes this year. Most. Made the. Oh, he might have. He said most. There it is, right here. Mess 10 did great. LPDO and hey there, Buck. JB mostest passes is. Man, that's hard to say. Curtis Tower, JB was leading on passes at one point, but Ray lapped him somewhere. I think, yeah, he did. He did have a pretty cool tow rig. I told him I stopped by with the mini bike and said, I just wanted to stop by and take a look at this tow rig he got here. I think, yeah, that was pretty cool. Ain't gonna believe what happened to my tow rig. I get home, park in the yard here, right? Start taking all the stuff out of the truck, unload, take the car off the trailer, go to start the truck, it won't start. So I'm messing with it. Next day I go out and I'm messing with it some more on the scanner and stuff to see what I missed, right? and it's turning over slow. So I go and I look. Here the the drive belt, serpentine belt, got all jammed up in there and busted. What happened was the AC compressor locked up on me, ripped the belt right off, and then the belt was tangled up in there. Wouldn't let that diesel start. That surprised me. I got her all back together though. And yet me and JB never ran against each other. Next year, I was done after the 6-cylinder stuff, hot and worn out. You're just old and tired. No doubt, LP. Vintage Vantage had the cool C10 too. Yeah, the radiator puked on the van when he got home. How about that? Yeah, but I was 35 miles short of 2,000 miles, and it stopped in my yard. I was like, man, am I glad for that? I really like the 66 to 10 drove. 100% JYD. Dang, Jason. At least you made it home. Yeah, I got home in one piece. Me too. Hey, what did he say here? You go for the trout. I'm sorry, JB. Please accept my apologies. I'll try to be nice. Hey, there's Bad Tree. Oh, Blake. How you doing? There's Michael Blacktree. Hello, Michael. Yeah, I saw that today. I thought, hey, that was pretty. That was Hackery 101 I wrote. That was pretty slick, though. It worked. At least be kind, man. Yeah, that is my motto. If you can't be good, be kind. I sure 220'd it. Did you use any grease? I forget what I said, JB. He said something back there. Oh. Shugu to the rescue. I thought it was Lars to the rescue. White Grease and JB Weld for the win. What was the ET on the E-body fish? Well, my best ET was 857. That was the last round I ran as it was overheating. But that's after I let it sit for a couple hours. I went back out. I thought, well, give it one more shot. And I came back. It was like 238 degrees. And I'm like, I'm done. I didn't feel like making a mess out of the tractor or having to put it on the trailer with a come along. Well, that's the first I ran. It was down there. I didn't run it anywhere but in my driveway. I said to my buddy when we were going down, it's either going to go or it's going to blow. Dang, Buck, we should have ran pretty even. Yeah, that's just that junkyard motor I got in there. It didn't have any compression when I first got it. I actually put air in the cylinders and beat on took the rockers off and beat on all the valves with brass hammer until they start sealing. Still, it wasn't leaking any air out anymore. And here it is. And then after I got it running, I ran some Berrymans down the throat. Good baseline, yes. How do you think it tracked and transferred weight? That stuff I don't know much about yet, but I think just by looking at the videos and stuff, it went straight down the track, and it didn't go either way. Um, it looked like the rear end was lifted up a little bit, and I didn't get no spin. I didn't do no burnout either. I just went up there and gave it a shot, and then didn't spin or anything. But you know, that's just a stock 400 1972. So I'm lucky to have 170 horsepower in there. Yeah, I do have more horsepower coming. So that's where everything is gonna. That's where I'm gonna find out everything. That's for sure. Did you weigh the Cruda? Yes, we did. With me in it, I think it was 3190. Without me, 2970 or something. I have it on my phone. Just say somewhere. Just say 3,200 pounds. I had a car dump coolant on the track once. Blew a radiator hose. That was embarrassing. Yes, he's got to adjust the rev limiter. Yeah, well, you know what? My shift light, I don't think it was working. Either that or I didn't see it. So I was shifting on the rev limiter, which I had it set at 5,200 because I think stock cam, it's like 48 or 49 or something. I don't know. I was only guessing. Buck, that's lighter than the MS-10. Well, this is all fiberglass, whole front end fiberglass. Yes, I a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be too. The Buck Skylark is. I weighed it at work with me, and it was 3880. Zabo had a rod dump at the track the same day. Put a Chevy rod in the oil pan. Yeah, what I did is I put an electric fan in there, and it's just one of them smaller ones. Because when I was idling it out here and that fuel injection, I wasn't getting no heat. So I wanted to get some heat in the engine so it'll learn everything. And then when I left, I wanted to bring my steel fan with me. I have a 7 blade. I wanted to bring that with me because when that was on there, I couldn't get no heat in the engine. I'd only run like 140, 150 degrees is all I would get. And then when I put the little fan in, I can get it up to 195. All right, 38. You have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. One of our first videos 5 years ago. Wow. Them cars was heavy. That's the reason why hard to find them now because most went to the crusher. Hey, there's auto salvage. I'm excited for the next year. Planning on bringing something different. Ooh. Well, so far, I've just been thinking about going as a spectator. I don't know. We'll see. I might get froggy and bring something with me. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, well, next couple weeks or months rather, I want to put that other engine in this one. I need to weight the trash truck. I have no idea what it weighs. JB, 2,800 pounds. Hey, Hippie Miller. Hello, Hippie Miller. J-Bo was trying to talk me into going to the tailgate throwdown this weekend. I'm too broke. Oh, I get you. Everything's been hitting me. I mean, right before I took off to Sykeston, I had my front calipers locked up on my truck. So I had calipers and hoses and brakes and rotors. And when I got back, it was hundreds of dollars for the air conditioning, AC compressor. And now my air handler in the house, the control board went out. So I got one of them coming tomorrow. Should have been quicker as usual. But does your electric fan have a thermal switch? They come in handy. No, it was just a cheap. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace for $20. I was just trying something, trying to get some heat in the engine. That's all. It wasn't meant to stay. So when my buddy said he was going to go, and I only decided to take this, I don't know, it was 5 days before we left or something, So, and I wanted to bring that other fan with me if I'd had problems. I could have changed it there, but that didn't happen. Maybe a sick event. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to go to one of them sick week things too. The Nelsons are always going. So next year I retire. I should be retired by August next year. So one of these times I'm gonna go with those guys and go do one of those events. And then maybe someday I'll have my own to go with. Well, I do have one, but it's not fast. Do you have a crewed billboard going on there? You see something there? Shh. You want me to show you? You should go this weekend and take all their money. Yeah, there you go, JB. I crushed them years at how it was track scene, 200 each. Come close to the weight. How's the new BTP headquarters coming along there, Blake? Not great, Lars. Guys have yet to show back up. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm getting kicked in the sack every day. Now, Blake, I don't want to embarrass anyone. Mainly me. Come on, JB. You can do it. You have a crewed billboard going. Hey, you're pretty observant there, Mr. Junkyard D. There, let me see. I don't think you can see. Can you see it? I just cut some letters out and just to see what it might look like. And I think I might like that. Somebody gave me the idea. Oh, Dougster. He said, why don't you put a billboard stripe and put Cruda, the letters Cruda in there, and don't make them perfect or anything. So that's what I did. Thought I'd play around and see what it looks like. Let's listen to my teachings in your head. I do want to see. Dang it, Blake, get out of my head. I like it. Oh, do you like it? Oh, cool. I don't know how it's going to look the other way, with the C small and the A big. But we'll find out. I thought about maybe trying to do it crudely with a brush. I don't know. We'll see. That'd be cool right there. Do it that way. Yeah, I think so. They all have to be lined up better. I'm going to take the door off I'm going to do this quarter panel first. That's why I did that one. This quarter panel is probably going to be done this winter. That and put that other engine in. Engine's nothing. That's probably a out and back in a day, and then all the little piddly stuff afterwards. JB hears bracket racing breakdown in his sleep. Up yours, Lars. we're building my car to be a cruiser. Plan to plan plan to try a drag week type event. Yeah, um that's a little different build from what I understand. I mean, I'm no big builder or anything, but I've been hanging out with the Nelsons for a while now, and matter of fact, I'm heading down there Saturday, and I get to see some of the stuff that they got to do to make sure. Like one thing is taking the slicks on and off. You know, you got to make sure that when you jack the car up, you can get the slicks off and put them back on without a big hassle. You know? And then another thing is like the cooling fan and the radiator, all that stuff, so you don't be overheating going down the road. Trying to get the exhaust away from the cabin so the heat doesn't come up inside. Because those cars don't have air conditioning. Just little things like that I thought were pretty cool. Leave on the third yellow, JB. Do everything the same. Big lead lift. I wouldn't mess JB too much. Put the blower on that 454 and outrun everything. I want Cope to R&D me on overdrive transmissions for a big inch. Well, I think the overdrive front part of the transmission is still like a 727. It's just that rear one, but there's a huge spring in there that you got to be careful with. Uh-oh, making some big changes. You know what them big changes are? He's going to change the color of the wire looms. Because black is faster. It's only 10 to 2. Okay. Oh, the 518s are small block bell. Oh, that's right. Yes. I think the REs and stuff, the 47 and 48s are small block bell housings too. Thing about always kicking me in the ass. I told you to be kind. I was kind. You said you were making big changes. That's a change, isn't it? Yeah, Hot Rod Guy Garage is supposed to be there, and so is that Frizzle's Racing or something. I see he's been doing some videos about going to the Six Smokies. There's Renegade's Garage. Hello, Renegade. Oh. Be scared, Buck. I'm bringing the heat. Well, maybe. is that stuff you rub on your back to heat? Huh? Oh, that's icy hot, right? Yes, go live, JB. I'd love to be there to see them run the Dragon's Tail. Oh, I've been down to Dragon's Tail on my motorcycle. Was it once or twice? I think I was there twice. I was just down near there too, because my buddy doesn't live far from there. You know, after I left Sykeston, I went to Tennessee. Oh, look at this! Look at this! I got to see. I should text him. They just have to go on the Cruda. Dark Hollow Garage. It's a secret, Michael. Where are we at here? Uh-oh. You don't see drag racing war in the woods? No. Hey, JB, I drug Auto Salvage Outlaws out just for you. He didn't see you in so long. I'll put out a post when I get everything together, Michael. Got something for your 351, LP94. Better not be a stink bomb. Dang it, Buck, I could have done that. How did No Name Nationals go? Well, it went pretty well. I mean, I got to do 4 passes in the crew to here. JB needs a junkyard LS and some wires. Oh, and some spinning thing from China. Buck brought me into live to wake up JB. Yeah. I got 15 by 12 ET slots with radials for street. Fit perfect. 15-12 Kragers with Hoosiers. Easy to swap. There you go. Yes, Michael, that is the 2.8. It has the blower on it. Awesome. Yeah, I did. I got 4 passes. That's the first time I had it out on the track, and I had to take it 872 miles to instead of 40 miles to the closest track. But you know how it goes. It was a last minute decision to take this one. What the fuck's going on in here? We were just discussing where we were going to put my name on that homo foe. I wonder if you found them all. Big Mike. There was 3 in ink, and then I put my sticker on there too. 3.4 V6 from a Camaro as a drop-in replacement for 2.8. Just a thought. Well, you know what? He just had something like that. I found 2 in ink. You didn't get the. There's one more. For 4K, JB could have a destroyer with the S10 blueprint. He lucked out. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't save that 390 I had. JB, I'd have given it to you. I didn't think about it. Matter of fact, the guy that bought the engine bought it just for the carburetor. He was going to give me what I wanted for the engine just for the carburetor, and I was like, no, take it all. Found 2 in ink. Hi, Big Mike. I was hoping you'd get a chuckle out of where you found them. Junk mail. That's all I'm messing with here. This is from. Tell you, tell you how much I looked through this stuff. This is from when I was down in Missouri. I didn't even look through any of this stuff. I will see what this 3.8 will 2.8 will do. I'll have a ton of work and money in that thing. I just keep working at it. It'll come together at some point. Just take it all, just like ASO with the nanner pudding. Yeah, we never got nanner. I have to buy my own nanner pudding. If I find one from a 400 V8 Ford JB, and it'd be better. I will find it. Well, if you don't, let me know. I'll tell you where it's at. Ever since JB said he wants to look for another truck and put a big block in there, I was looking at trucks. There's a bunch of them up here. I mean, a bunch. Facebook Marketplace is filled with S10s all over the place. Bathroom remodel. There you go. Well, that's more important than the hoopty. Might be great, y'all. Then it would got y'all too. Have no fear, the Dougster's here. Hey, Dougster, can you see the Cruda? Let me know what you think. That's just a rough sketch. Billboard stripes. Yeah, there you go. I plan on doing this quarter panel. Oh no, not that guy. I plan on doing this quarter panel this winter or sometime. Get this one done this year, the other one done next year. You know how that goes, man. Once you start digging, it just snowballs. But if I can do all of this other stuff, I can do that. I ain't scared. I'm not as scared. JB might be scared, but I'm not scared. Make it modern so it changes every 30 seconds. Oh. Add to your savings. Hope JB isn't to blame for Dougster's loose lug nuts. No. JB told him to look out for the loose lug nuts. Cool, Buck. Yes, thank you for that thought there, Dougster. I think that's pretty cool. It might work out. I made it a little longer so the word would fit, but it doesn't matter. It's the Cruda. Rust repair is a pain, and I ain't never scared. Yeah, that's right, JB. You ain't scared. He didn't warn me on. He did warn me on his T-shirt. Oh, open enrollment's coming. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's for healthcare. Maybe I'll hold on to that one. I will lose to the worst and laugh the whole time. Hey, Colleen. Colleen says, hello, everyone. Yes, I'm happy you caught it before you rolled out. You and me both, Lars. Yeah, that would have. You weren't going far with that. Oh my gosh. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So, what goes on a Thursday night anymore? I don't know. I've been working second shift for the last few years. And then they changed our Wi-Fi at work. So a lot of times, the Wi-Fi shuts off every, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. It's weird. So I'll be watching a video or something, and it just buffers. I got it fixed. Wasn't too bad as far as the throttle cable. I was headed to the gas station right from then, and yeah, I don't think I would have made it. Gotta go. My phone's about dead. Catch y'all in a few. Who said that? Who said, oh, that's auto salvage. B220. B220. I already took care of that. All right. I don't know. Tracy and Danny IT go live Thursday at 7. Adult humor. Oh, okay. That's Central Time. So, they're live right now. Okay. I didn't want to jump on anybody's toes. Three-ish. Wow, 3-ish years. They only came in and worked one day. That's, man. A block look. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, like I was looking at that, like the Hemi. This was just, I didn't know what font to use, or and in order for me to do that, I got to pay for a subscription and stuff. And I'm like, I'm just going to try to get some letters. Let's see what. But the Hemi is like you said, a block, and the letters fill that block. But we're not creating a Barrett Jackson car here. This here is the Cuda. I need to put my computer back up and go live. Do you still remember how? The channel is Gen X and Empty Nesters. It's over now. Okay. Well, I have one of those Cricut machines, and I just cut the letters out. So I wanted to see, but yes, exactly. That's what I would like to do. I might have, if it doesn't cost a whole lot, CAD cardboard aided design. Yeah, I may do something. I don't know. We'll find out. It's only paint. It can be sanded back off. So, what do we got? The Funny Channel. Freaky Friday. Hello, Funny Channel. Also, bake. If you're pouring concrete, it'll go quicker after that, depending on your contractor. Draw it out on the cardboard. Yeah, I got lots of cardboard. No, my girlfriend does that. Them signs. She has companies that make stencils. I might be able to get a stencil made for like 25 bucks or something. That's if I wanted to go that far. Just Mopar Joe just pulled a boomer move and sent me an AI video thinking it was real. Yeah, I didn't mess with that AI stuff much yet. Urgent notice. That's just more junk mail. That's all. I like to look through it just in case. AI is cool. It looks real. But it's not as cool as me. Hey, just ask JB. You got to think positive. Hearing aids. All right, man, that's it. Hey, JB, I have a hose. You get some clamp shit. More about being dads and Mopar stuff. That's cool. You don't see my, kids will change you. We need a, we need, what's he say? We need an AI buck driving the trash truck. Did you know dogs bark 479 times a day? That's just a rough estimate. Don't take my word on it. Yeah. The scientists got bored after watching the Earth turn for 24 hours. So they called it a day. I don't know if the progress on the body works, sir. Can't wait to see the finished product. Product. Well, you're young enough, you probably see it. It's still going to take a while. I will. When I start digging into this quarter panel, I'll make sure I film everything. I can send you some clamps. Yeah, I don't want them Chinese ones or the Timu clamps. Don't worry, Jay. I can get clamps. M and M and M and M M and M and M and M. Hello, JB and Lars. M, or is that like Campbell's soup? Let's hope that's not bad behind the fender. Let's hope that it's not bad. Oh my God. Yo, JB, there's pieces of door screen sticking. There we go. The fender or the fender? Fender or the fender? What the? About done broke the stream. Well, you know what they say at work. If you want something broke, just call Mark. That's me, Buck. But this thing has buttons on the side. And if you hit it, it takes you back to. Yeah, I've done that going down the road while I was doing a live while I was driving. AI shut down Buck trying to get into the trash truck. But I am digging the white on the Cruda here. I'm gonna paint that quarter panel white and this door here white when I do it, and then see what it looks like. So we'll have a white fish. Right between the outer fender and the body mount. Yeah, I'll dig into all of that. I'm going to have to put an inner fender well in too, or wheelhouse. The outer wheelhouse will have to be changed. I just looked up; they're only like $59, and I think it's another $90 for the trunk. What do you call that? The piece of the trunk that comes down and comes around. So I'll get those two. White car. What color billboard? Flat black. They're my colors, flat black and white. White doesn't hide all my mistakes as much as the black does. Hey, there's Blake.
What's up, Buck?
What's happening, Blake? I can't hear you.
Sorry.
You're breaking up.
There's a delay in Saturdays at night.
Let me see if I can turn this up here a little bit. Oh, I am pretty. All right.
Hello.
No, you're breaking up pretty good.
It's on my end.
Now you sound like oh, okay. Been in storage for a while, so that car should be good. I digs it. Yeah, I think what's his name said white car with a black hood. I'm like, hey, I like that idea. Now we'll see. I already changed the roof. The roof is all black. But man, in the summertime, was it hot inside that car? Wow. But I'll tell you what, I painted that roof white. What a big difference. Big difference. There we go.
Is that?
I think I heard it. But no, I don't hear you. Plum crazy billboards.
Hello.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
How you doing, Buck?
I'm doing good, Blake. I was just, I know I'm going to be up for a while because I took a nap this afternoon. And I haven't been live for I don't know how long now, so I thought I'd do a random live.
Well, I was thinking you were talking about how you're painting the top of the CUDA white, and you're thinking about doing more white. What if you all white and call it bonefish?
Bonefish. I think I've seen that somewhere.
Oh, was that a thing?
Yeah, I think I've seen that somewhere. Somebody had bonefish, whitefish. It'll stay to crude until we get it start looking better, but as soon as I dig into that quarter panel, it's going to be a can of worms inside there. Let me tell you.
Nothing you can't handle, apparently.
Oh, I know. It's just it sometimes it's like it's overwhelming. I think it is anyway. But hey, you know what they say? It ain't nothing but a thing. There's a
Something about chicken wing.
Right. At Buck's age, he takes many naps. No, but I am getting older, and they're starting to get more frequent.
Yeah, when does that happen? Because I found myself taking a nap the other day, and I'm 39.
Yeah. No, it didn't happen for me for a while. I mean, well, I can't say that because, back in my 40s and even 50s, I used to go from, you know, 7 in the morning to 9, 10 at night every day of the week, and then drinking on top of that, and then back to work the next day, and then after you do that for so long, you got to take a day of rest.
Well, I took a nap the other day. It was, I don't know, like 40 minutes or an hour. And I
Uh-huh.
woke up and I felt hammered, drunk. Like I could not function. Like it was like I was still half asleep almost or something. Really
Yeah.
disgruntled. Like, Frankenstein basically. And I'm like, I cannot handle naps. I'm not taking naps anymore. Fuck that. I can't.
Well, that's how I was today, and I said to my girlfriend, I just got to get up and move. Once I start moving, it'll all go away, and that's what happens.
It's 2
For me,
o'clock.
anyway.
2
I get
o'clock.
the same way. I feel all groggy and stuff when I get back up.
It's that 2 o'clock time span. It hits you. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you could sit down and be lazy for a second, or you could just like power through it.
Well, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so I got up early this morning, and I didn't have work, and I went. I bought a Suburban now, so I had to go get tags and tires, and I was out traveling all day long, so about a little over 200 miles with that thing. And then I came home, and I was like, you know what? I had enough. I need to lay down.
I feel like I'm 80 at 39. I keep waking up at like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh. Well, are you used to doing that from work, or did that just start happening?
Just kind of started happening. Like I go to bed at 11 o'clock at night, and I wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I go and do my blood work when I was told I was pre-diabetic and I lost a bunch of weight doing the diet thing.
Yeah.
And she said, well, how much sleep are you getting? And I go, like 7 hours a night. Well, new studies show that men only need 4 to 6 hours of sleep compared to women that need 7 to 8.
Yeah. Well,
And
I'm usually good with like 6, 7. I'm good to go.
I get 6 hours of sleep at night, and I just, boom, 4 o'clock in the morning, awake. Just waiting around, reading online stuff,
Yeah.
looking for those drunk posted Facebook marketplace deals.
Yeah. That's how I ended up with this Suburban.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
I wanted one for a long time, and this one just in really nice shape. It just needed some work. So, and then I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee that I'll get rid of because I don't like it.
well, this whole weird waking up super early thing has played into my benefit because the neighbor's daughter that's in my oldest daughter's class,
Mm-hmm.
they both have to go to work at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so they're like, can you watch Lillian in the mornings and take her to school? And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So
Right.
4 days out of the week, I got the front porch light on. Lillian gets dropped off at 5:15 in the morning, and I get her a bowl of cereal and sit her down with cartoons, and then wait about 20 minutes and go wake my kids up and get them ready. And then I take them, drop them off at school, and then I go clock in.
Yeah. Cool.
Then I clock out and go pick them up.
Yeah. Well, I switch shifts at work, so now I get up at 4 in the morning, and then leave the house at 5. So I'll be getting. That's what had me up this morning from waking up at 4 in the morning all week.
No,
Okay, go get them.
I'm going in there to get some.
Where are they?
Dryer.
I'll get them and I'll give them to you. Sorry.
That's all right.
Mom's out with her sister. I'm being dad still.
Yeah, doing dad stuff. Michael Blacktree says napping isn't for him either.
No, it's terrible, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like you get that extra sleep and you wake up and you're hammered, drunk. At least it is for me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I can hardly stand up straight. It's like I got fucking hit at the zoo with a tranquilizer.
Well, I know at work, you know, you're not supposed to sleep, but if I get a little half hour, 20 minutes, a half hour nap, I wake up and I go take a walk around the plant, and man, I'm ready to go. But that's only been happening. Well, I am 64 now, so I would say in the last couple of years that started happening. How the buck is everyone? Fixing a water pump gasket today on my Ute. Easy job. So I can crack a beer. All right, Slow-Mo or Slimo. Good to see you, buddy. He's from down under.
You know, I didn't get to talk to Big Mike that much this year.
No, well, a little bit. I got to talk to him a little bit. He told me to go sign his car, so I went over and signed it, but I hid my name in different spots. Right. So he came back to me. He says, he said, you're in trouble. I said, what am I in trouble for? I said, what did I do to get in trouble? He said, it's not what you did, it's what you didn't do. I said, oh, no. I signed it. I signed it. You just can't see it. So he said he found two. I said, there's one more you didn't find.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You know what that explains, JB? I got it made, pal. I wonder if you can sleep at Ace Hardware. You know, and if work catches me and fires me, it's just going to be early retirement.
Right.
Because I'm going to retire in July of next year, so it'll take a while before everything goes through with the union and stuff, and then boom.
I was sitting at my office yesterday at the desk, and I got a TV in there with a sound bar and a subwoofer. And it's this little tiny office that has a heater and air conditioner in it, and it's just attached to our workshop that we do boat work on, you know, like winterization and shit. And it just so happened Annie came walking over while we were having lunch, and I had Beetlejuice on the TV.
Oh.
She goes, so this is what you guys do all the time, is just sit in here and watch movies? This TV and everything's been there for 4 months.
Yeah.
She didn't notice it until yesterday. I'm like, you see us all the time, right? Yeah. So that means we're sitting in here watching movies all the time? No. I'm like, yeah. We turn the news on. Or if it's during the weekend, we're all having to work down there and there's really nothing you can do because there's so much boat traffic. We go over there and we'll watch fucking football or the race or some shit.
Right.
And be on location in case something fucking happens.
Right. Well, you know, we have a couple bosses that they don't mind you sitting there messing around or whatever. You know, don't sleep though. But you know, if you're on your phone or watching YouTube or whatever, that's fine. Because if you know, I'm in maintenance, so if we're there doing stuff like that, then everything in the plant is good, right? It's running, it's making money. You know, where as if we're not in there, then we're out there fixing stuff, and it's, you know.
I'm basically the guy that rents you the boat or goes and rescues the rental boats or has to drive the work boat around for the people to work off of. So if I rent the boats out in the morning and it's on the weekend, so everybody else is off, and all I got to do is be down there in case I got to go rescue it, I'm going back to the office and I'm going to watch, you know, Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I got to go back down by the river and wait for them to come drive the boats back. Or during Terminator 1, I get a phone call and I got to go rescue them.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
pretty simple.
Barney Ward here. Hey, Barney, how you doing? He says, weekend nap is something I value. However, I'm a bit older than Buck. So I guess I'll be looking at the weekend naps. But I switched shifts, so I have like 5 days on and 4 days off, 4 days on and 5 days off. So I'll have different, I have to work 2 weekends a month, and the other 2 I have off.
In the summertime, basically work 7 days a week.
Right. That's why I switched this shift, because that's what I was doing 7 days a week, working overtime to pay for
Like
this thing and
right.
that thing and this thing and that thing.
Before winterization really kicks you in the ass,
Yeah.
all you got to do is be down there for the weekend, take a couple days off. Like I've taken 5 days off the past 2 weeks just because of our slowdown time. Then it's going to speed up again because of winterization.
Right.
It's going to slow way the hell down in wintertime to where they only want us probably getting 30 hours a week.
Okay.
I got 6 rental pontoons that I got to tear apart and go through, wash, clean, redo, fix bullshit.
Right.
So each boat in my head's going to take at least a week and a half to go all the way through.
Right.
And then you got our work barges and boats that you got to go through and fix things that have gotten the shit absolutely beat out of them all summer. So wintertime work on the river is no river work, but it's pretty easy going indoor work.
Yeah, Jason just said the end of the month is going to kick his ass too with RV winterizing.
Yeah, a lot of pink antifreeze.
Yeah.
So we're a Honda dealership. So we're usually working with just outboards, and you don't really have to winterize a 4-stroke outboard anymore.
Oh, really?
Back in the day, with the 2-stroke, you would bring it in, run it in a run tank that had antifreeze in it.
Right.
So antifreeze would get stuck in all the water jackets and shit. And then you'd take fogging oil and you'd drown the carbs with it until it died and choked out.
Oh.
And that was your carb and cylinder walls and shit were all lubed for the wintertime while it wasn't running.
Okay.
So in the day, the first startup of a 2-stroke, remember they'd bellow out all that smoke and shit? That was all fogging oil from winterization. But now you just throw seafoam in the tank and wash the boat.
Oh, really?
Check the
How,
Lord.
how's the ethanol fuel work with all that stuff? Because I know I have troubles with that. On my small engines.
About 10 years ago, you had to plug a fucking computer into every outboard that came off the assembly line.
Oh, really?
For that, you could still do, vacuum gauge and screwdriver shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the new Yamahas, Hondas, and Mercuries, you gotta have a laptop. And the first rendition of the laptop shit was Evinrude in the early 2000s, and people wanted to steer clear of that.
Yeah.
The crazy ass transformer looking head Evinrude motors that you see, the 2-strokes, they finally figured out how to become more efficient than a 4-stroke with a 2-stroke.
Oh,
And that's
wow.
so the EPA rating, their smog rating was half as much as a 4-stroke, and it was more fuel efficient and all this other shit. Well, Bombardier Evinrude got bought by some Chinese European Jew company and got caught. So if you ever see one of them really wacky looking new Evinrude motors for cheap, go ahead and buy it because they're really good.
Oh.
But anything before 2018 to 2006 is garbage.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing any. I don't live near the water. I'm what they call a flatlander.
Yeah.
I'm out in the farmlands.
You'd be amazed, dude. I'd drive 3 hours into Iowa and there's a marina in the middle of a fucking cornfield.
Get out.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
Wow. Where they ride over to the river?
Unbeknownst to all of us, there's like a huge lake 2 miles away or some shit
Oh, okay.
out in the middle of some farmland that everybody likes to hang out at. So they got some fancy marina. It's Iowa's a weird state. We have a lot of water.
I think I've only been through there twice, maybe 3 times. But that was all across the interstate. What, 80 goes through there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The northeast corner of Iowa
Uh-huh.
has never been hit by a glacier, so it's all like Smoky Mountain kind of look like. Not as high of elevation,
Right.
but a lot of bluffs and rock face and all that kind of shit. So there's all kinds of weird little holler towns. Like you got all these little old lakes and tributaries, basically.
Uh-huh.
These are all hollers that are towns, little fingers of towns going around. The northeast corner of Iowa is really, it's kind of like Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah,
Just elevation.
Smoky Mountain. But where I grew up was like that. I grew up in a coal mining town, so there was little villages all over the place.
Like in little fingers going off a main basin.
Mm-hmm.
You have a road going up that way and a road going that way, and houses all up on both sides of the road.
Yep.
That's what it's like up here.
Okay.
So when Dallas Brown woke up from getting totally annihilated, hammered at Bad Tree Productions World Headquarters, he woke up on my couch and he's standing in my front lawn and the sun's coming up and he's brushing his teeth.
Yeah.
He's in a t-shirt. Like, you can use the sink, dude. He's like, no, I'm good. He's out there, he looks around, he's surrounded by Pikes Peak State Park, because I live at the base of it.
Oh, okay.
He goes, I didn't know we're in the mountains. I thought we were in Iowa.
Yeah.
I'm like, you drove in here when you were sober, right? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
He's like, we're in the mountains right now. It was foggy in the morning, like
Yeah.
I could see how it could throw him. But I'm like, nah, man, just take Great River Road for the next 200 miles south, which is the whole Mississippi River Valley. And when he got back to Tennessee, he called me back up and he's like, that was one of the best road trips I was ever on. I'm like, that's cool. Iowa's not this laser board flat thing that you always think it is.
Yeah, well, if you just go across 80, that's all you think. It's just a flat piece of earth.
Pig farms, cows, and corn.
Actually, you can see the curvature of the earth when you're going across.
Oh yeah, yeah. I went to the zoo in Nebraska. I've been down 80.
Yeah. I went to. I had to go pick somebody up in Omaha, and I helped the guy drive from Pennsylvania, and we drove all the way. He drove halfway, I drove the other half. And then years ago, when I worked with Buckin's moving and storage, I was all over the United States. The only place I never made it to was Oregon.
I've been out west myself, but as an Iowa resident, I'm very proud of Iowa. Go Hawks! We don't have any pro teams. Caitlin Clark, she's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean, Super Bowl, great, exciting whites. Anyway, damn it. I tried hyping it up so much that I lost my train of thought.
My aunt lived in Des Moines. She was. I think I got to meet her one time.
I know what I was saying. So I'm very proud of Iowa, and I'll bash on Wisconsin a lot. So like Jay and Jason from Internet Connection, Rapid Transit.
Yeah, they were here on here earlier.
I like to bang on those guys all the time, and it's Iowa, Wisconsin. It's brotherly hate rivalry.
Oh, is it?
And I really say some really bad stuff about them,
Uh-huh.
but I love them, and I spend more time in Wisconsin, to be honest with you, than I ever do in Iowa. And that's the weird thing is I don't want to go do stuff in Iowa because it's so laser flat and everything. The cities aren't that great. Iowa City's awesome. It's beautiful. Des Moines awesome. The rest of the cities are out in the middle of cornfields.
Yeah.
When I go to Wisconsin and there's pine trees and woodland and rolling hills and stuff, and it's a really beautiful state. But when it comes to 1, 2, 3 weekends out of the year, kind of got to hate the guys just because of our football and basketball team.
Okay.
Now, Illinois, I don't feel that because it's a laser plane, flat nothingness. And from north to south, it's one of the longest states in the country.
Oh, is it?
So if you go to drive to Florida from Iowa, the longest trip other than Florida is Illinois.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
They're really long, dude.
Yeah, I thought Pennsylvania was long going across, but now that you say it, that's Illinois is longer.
Yeah, Illinois going across it ain't bad, but going north and south of it.
Wow, because if you think about it, it goes north of Chicago yet, so it goes up alongside the lake.
Yeah, it's basically from Milwaukee down to Happyville, Kentucky. So that's the worst. Whenever I drive down to Florida to visit my brother, that's the worst leg of it because you can't speed because there's troopers all over the damn place. So Chicago, Nashville, and Atlanta, and Miami. I try to steer clear of all those places. St. Louis, you can never avoid it during no-name nationals. You just have to drive through the damn thing.
Yeah, because when I drove right to Sikeston this year. Years before, I drove to Tennessee, and then from Tennessee over to Sikeston back to Tennessee, which was like Knoxville. But this year, I went down, and instead of going out to like Cincinnati and Indianapolis and all those cities, I said, screw that. I went down through West Virginia and then all the way down through Kentucky. And that was so much better. I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere a lot of the times, but you don't have all that city traffic.
I drove up from Florida one time to not try to do a speed run of 22 to 24 hours, but to actually like enjoy myself. And I did the Tail of the Dragon. And then when I got into Tennessee, we're in this town. It was really crazy. It reminded me of Wisconsin Dells because there's so many neon lights and like Ferris wheels and restaurants and shit, and just like putt golf all over the fucking place. It was.
That sounds like Pigeon Forge.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah. Pigeon Forge. You go Pigeon Forge, then you get.
There was all these little roads that went into the mountain, and there was all this traffic, and it looked like little veins of ants going up into the mountains. And we just picked a lane, and we went up into the mountains. We're above the clouds, and you're looking around, and all you can see is all these trees everywhere. And I'm thinking, somewhere down in those trees, somebody's getting raped right now.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be getting raped.
But Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and then south of Gatlinburg is where you run into the tail of the dragon.
That was a surreal experience, the tail of the dragon, and then going to the Tree of Shame and looking at all the motorcycle pieces hanging up in it.
Oh, well, it's been that long since I've been there. I don't remember that. But when I was down there, I was down on a motorcycle, and there was a couple accidents while we were going down through there.
The Tree of Shame has a piece of every bike that's ever went off the road is hanging in the tree.
In the tree.
Yeah, it's called the Tree of Shame.
Is it down at the where they have like the?
It's right at Deep Gap.
Okay. Well, then I must have seen it. I just don't remember it.
It's like a big giant oak tree, and there's motorcycle parts hanging throughout.
Yeah, I probably got a picture somewhere.
You can't miss it. It's right in front of Deal's Gap.
Yeah, that was probably 15 years ago or so.
So I remember staring up there, and I'm like, that Honda VFR cowling looks better shaped than mine. I could pull up there and switch it out.
Yeah.
I always liked riding Jap bikes.
Yeah, I had. Well, I just got rid of my. I had a Honda Goldwing. That was the last one I had. But before that was Harley's. And then I had a Honda too. I had a Suzuki years ago. But ever since I busted my knee, I just don't. I don't trust it anymore. So, plus, it's getting worse.
Like Suzuki M109R. They got the big V twin. They sound like an Apache helicopter.
Oh, really?
They do. They're a cruiser bike. They do about 120.
Okay.
So, and they got a big 18-inch, huge fat tire on the back.
Oh.
They're pretty cool. Look them up. You can get them for about $5,000 now.
What was that again?
Suzuki M109.
M109.
They called them back in the day. They were called the Cruisabusa because it was like the fastest cruiser bike you could buy, and they had the Hayabusa at the time.
Okay.
It kind of looks like alien front end.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they do look cool.
My brother had one, and I ripped it around down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're cruising down the highway, and it sounds like you're flying a helicopter down the highway.
Oh.
Because of the V twin. It's just it just feels like an Apache. Blah, 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 blah.
That's an 1800 too.
Yeah, and when you hammer on it, it jerks you back. It's got torque, dude. They're a really fun bike to ride, and they're very comfortable. And with us being older now, comfortable means a lot.
It does, and I used to like my Harley's rode, and then when I rode that Goldwing, and that was just a nice bike. It was a 93. It was an older one, but it was still nice to ride. And the only reason I bought that is I wanted the trailer that came with it. And then once I rode the bike, I'm like, I ain't getting rid of the bike. I'll just ride the bike and with the trailer. I used to do a lot of camping on the motorcycles.
Buck, I got the girls are fighting with each other. I got to step in and be dad.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not going to stay long anyway.
Sorry if I threw a wrench in anybody's plans of just wanting to ask Buck awesome questions about the Cruda.
Yeah, no, they've been listening to you. All right, Blake. You got work to do. See you later. Have a good night. All right. Well, that looks like a good time to. I'm starting to yawn here and getting tired. Guess the nap didn't work as well as I thought it would. Doug drives across all of Illinois. And he goes, no name. I like this one. Corn. Des Moines, corn. I-80 truck stop. corn, Council Bluffs, corn, Mississippi River. All right. Triumph Rocket. Let's shut it down here, fellettes. And I'm going to thank you all for coming by and talking with me and good conversation and having a lot of fun here and laughing and carrying on. And I'll be back someday again. We'll do another live here. I have more time now. So have a good night. Remember to be good. If you can't be good, be kind. See ya.